Welcome, everyone. It's the Legion Sports Peak Week, and we have the favorite. We have the favorite to win it, Charles Griffen. How are you feeling today?
Man, I'm feeling great, feeling blessed, man. Feeling great, feeling blessed.
It's Peak Week. How is the body? How's the mind? How are you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling great. The body's feeling great. The mind is feeling great. Like I posted this week, it's a pretty heavy week for me, because it's my mother's birthday, October 3rd. And then tomorrow's her birthday, and then I compete on October 8th. And then October 10th is the day God called her to come home. So it's like a big week for me right now. You know what I mean? It's a big, heavy week for me right now, So, yeah.
It's emotional week.
Yeah, very emotional week. But, I'm built for this, and I'm ready for whatever's coming. You know what I mean? So it's on.
Before we talk about Legion, quickly, this Olympia, you made a tremendous 13th place, correct?
14th. I should have been even more than that, but we ain't gonna go there.
Out of 30, 35 guys, like one of the best physiques in the world you displayed. You're feeling good. And all of a sudden it happens, your pec. What were you thinking then when that happened?
Man, I was just like, are you serious? Like, because like I said, my whole career, I'm always built on perfect form, executing exercise right, doing everything right. And I've been doing everything right throughout my whole career. And then in April, I'm just going up with the 170-pound dumbbells to get them up. And it wasn't even me pressing, it was just me getting them up. And basically, like, the dumbbells we got aren't flushed. So it's like the big dumbbells, then it got the little smaller dumbbells on the end of it, and I'm teeter-tottering on my leg. And when it comes off my leg, it slides off my leg wrong, and it comes up and I tear it. And like right away, I felt something like, when you pull the blinds up, I felt something, and I felt a pop, big pop and everything like that. But right away, there was no bruising, and there was like no pain. It was just a little discomfort. So I was like, I'm not sure what's going on. You know what I mean? And so I went got an MRI done. And then I went to see my knee doctor before I saw my pec and shoulder doctor. The knee doctor was like, let me just read off your MRI to you and give you a peace of mind before you go see your pec and shoulder doctor.
Okay.
I go in his office and he says, the tendons are tore off. I need to get surgery. I'm going to be out for 6 months to a year. And I'm like, shit, my world's done. You know what I mean? I'm done for the year. Next day, I go see the pec and shoulder doctor, and he's looking at my MRIs all nonchalantly and everything like that. And I'm getting like fed up. I'm like, just tell me when I got surgery. And he was like, you don't need surgery.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, it's in the muscle belly. So you can't get surgery to the muscle belly because it'll be like putting stitches into ground beef. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's not going to hold. So basically the thing I had to do was rest. And what was going through my mind, man, I was just coming off that Olympia, one of my best looks ever, ranked 14th in the world. I was just like, are you freaking serious, man? Like, out of all the times that this could happen, it happened after I came off the biggest stage of bodybuilding, bro, my best look to date, and here I am, got to be sidelined. You know what I mean? It was one of the worst things ever. I try to stay positive, try to do this, try to do that, but this is what we do. This is my career. I live in the gym, so not being able to do what I want, that was very hard. You know what I mean? And I was going to lay it down, and my thoughts was, I never told anybody that I was going to shut it down for the year. But my thoughts were that, you know what I mean? Because they were saying this and that. And I was just like, I don't know how long it's going to take or when the recovery is going to happen. And then I was going to do these Europe shows. And then I no to the Europe shows. And then something told me about the Legion Sports. And I was like, let's do the Legion Sports. And then just a couple of days ago, I was just thinking like, dang, October 3rd is my mom's birthday. I compete on the 8th, and October 10th is the day she passed away. I'm like, I think I'm destined to do this show. I was destined not to shut it down. You know what I mean? I was destined to, fight through this pec tear and do what I can and to get back on the stage. And that's where we at right now.
When could you start to train again after the injury?
So April 3rd it happened, and I 10 weeks. I went 10 weeks without training any upper body. Some people train the left side of their body and they train this. Me, like if you train the left side of your body, I still feel you're still going to agitate that right side of the body. You're still going to use some of that right side of the body. So what I did was I just stayed away from all upper body training for 10 weeks, and I trained legs for 3 times a week. So Tuesdays I did hamstrings and quads, and then Thursday I did hamstrings and glutes, and then Sunday I did quads. So that's what kind of kept me sane, was being able to train legs 3 times a day, 3 times a week, until I could train upper body. So I took 10 weeks off upper body. So like 2.5 months, I didn't train any upper body at all.
Was the goal to do this Legion then? Or did that just, your body start feeling better and better and then, okay, let's do Legion?
My body just started feeling better and better. And I was like, I think I'm gonna be healed up enough to hop on the stage. And I was like, time will tell. And I was thinking about doing European shows, but that was a lot of money to pay for tickets and to pay for this, and not to be certain that I was going to be healed. You know what I mean? So I put the stop on doing any European shows, and then I was like, the next show available is Legions, and I was like, why not do Legions? So here we are getting ready for Legions.
For people who follow you closely, we've seen your videos with Brett the other day. It's a great video, training video, but on your Instagram, I can't tell any specific, most of the pictures are from the back, and there are some great side shots.
Yeah.
Is the pec tear noticeable?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. You know what I mean? It's like it's going to be a little different. You know what I mean? With anything, I could name so many people that has pec tears. Hunter Labrada, these people, this, that, and that. It's not going to heal back to be all the way perfect. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. You know what I mean? It's not going to be healed all the way perfect, but and as time goes on, it's going to get better and better. You know what I mean? And I feel like where we're at right now, I feel like it's enough to be able to go ahead and win this Legion Sports Show and get back on the Olympia stage.
Looking at those pictures, it's almost like you even like the rest. Like, do you feel like you even, because you look in, it's the level you are at now, Charles. It's the freak factor with the tiny waist, the back. Do you feel it's incredible?
Yeah, that pec tear allowed me to work on other things. You know what I mean? It allowed me to work on other things and focus on other things. And I feel like all those other things have came up a whole lot. You know what I mean? So for my pec to be a little different, you know what I mean? I feel like with everything else that I got coming, it's going to be like, it's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? Like, well, yeah, he had a pec tear. It's like, it's a casualty of the sport. You know what I mean? There's so many bodybuilders that are getting on stage that got different stuff wrong with them, and it's like, it's a casualty of the sport. You know what I mean? Like, it happens. You know what I mean? Like a NASCAR, you wreck, you crash, it happens. You know what I mean? A track runner, they pull their hamstring, it happens. You know what I mean? So this pec tear is just one of the things of bodybuilding that's happened. But what I've been able to do was focus on other body parts and really hone in on other body parts while I was waiting for this to heal all the way up. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Most people have this Legion show. We have Justin Rodriguez, incredible physique, very up and down with nailing the condition. We have some great William Martins. We have the two open. John Jewett is doing his open debut. We have a lot of good guys, but you are the one people are talking about to win it if you are on. And as people know, the last shows, you never miss your peak.
I never miss condition. Like my condition, that's one thing. That's my trademark. You know what I mean? That's me and Matt Justin's trademark. hard as nails, come in nasty and shredded. And I can guarantee you that we're going to be hard as nails, and this is going to be my most conditioned look ever.
How is it to work with Matt for this conditioning? We see all these guys, you know, Sean Clarida, the conditioning. Does he look at you? Is it updates every day? The last
so you know, at the beginning of the prep, you know, I check in with him once a week. You know what I mean? And then as we get closer, then it comes down to 2 times a week. And then as it gets closer, it comes in day by day. You know, I check in day by day. And I'll be honest with you, I look at some of the pictures I send him, I'm like, we're there. And he's like, yeah, you look good, buddy, but we could be sharper. And he just makes us, you know, dig even more. You know what I mean? When, how you feeling? My energy's low, I'm tired. Okay, let's dig some more. You know what I mean? I tell him I got legs today. Can I have a little extra food or refeed, this and that? He's all, no, buddy, let's do that tomorrow. And, you know, at the time, I'm like, shit. But then once I get through that workout, once I'm struggling and I'm feeling fatigued and feeling tired, but once I get through that leg workout without the extra food, it's so satisfying. It's just so satisfying. I'm like, hell yeah, Matt knows what he's doing. Like, no, dig that shit out some more, and then we gonna feed you up. You know what I mean? So it's great working with Matt. He pays attention to details. Like for the last 3 weeks, I've been checking in with him at least daily, sending him my weight daily, sending pictures daily, you know what I mean? Because it's a day-by-day thing now, you know what I mean? Like we're there, but we always could be a little better, you know what I mean?
How many calories are you around the last 2 weeks?
You know, I'm not even sure, man. You know, I just follow the plan. I don't even count the calories though, like what my Blaze plan considers of. So I got 4 meals of beef or steak at 225 grams of beef or steak. And then I got 2 meals of chicken at 225 grams of chicken. And then my baseline, then my carbs are at like, right now, my meal 1 is at 200 grams of carbs weighed out. And then the other meals are 3 meals of 150 grams of rice weighed out. My 1 is 90 gram of oats and 40 gram of oats. So it's not much food, you know what I mean, for a guy my size, you know what I mean? And he bumped it up a little bit once we got to that condition. He bumped the food up a little bit, but it was 150 grams of carbs weighed out on the scale, went all the way through 4 meals, and then 60 gram of oats and 40 gram of oats on the other 2 meals. So, but my refeeds, we've been having a lot of refeeds and a lot of refeeds. My refeeds are like 380 grams of rice with 15 grams of ghee butter with the same amount of beef and chicken, you know what I mean, like that. And so I just had a glorious cheat meal on Saturday. Oh man, I had a glorious cheat meal, Chick-fil-A. I had 2 chicken sandwiches with bacon and cheese on them. I had a 4-count strip. I had a large fry, half of a medium fry, and then I had a cookie.
So cookies. You don't get stressed with all this food right before the show. You know you need it, or is it for your mind?
I know. If Matt tells me to get it, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, my weight might go up, and it might go up. I might get a little bit watery for like 2 or 3 days, but that weight's always going to come down. What goes up always comes down. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm never worried about it because I make sure. Like the first time I got to cheat, I was eating it so fat I was stuffed. This time I was eating slow, and I'm like, man, I feel like I haven't ate nothing. So there was no stress on the brain at all. If Matt wants me to go do it, he knows what he's doing. I trust his word.
The last Olympia qualifier in America is this weekend. You're the highest ranked athlete going in. If Justin Rodriguez is on, how will it go? How will you stack up?
I'm not worried about nobody. That's what I'm saying. I'm not worried about nobody. Like, you know, what I did was I muted a lot of people's stories and posts, even bodybuilding pages, like the Gold Sulu's page, all that. I muted all that stuff because I don't need to worry about what this person's bringing, what this person's doing. I don't need to worry about none of that. All the YouTube notifications, people, this YouTube channel talking about this YouTube channel talking about. I don't need to see none of that. You know what I mean? I need to be in Charles's lane. I need to be in Charles's zone, and I need to bring what I bring. You know what I mean? And what I bring is nasty, and I'm going. And you know, we could take it. You know what I mean? And like I said, there's other freaks. I'm in the IFBB. There's other freaks coming and this and that, that and that. So I'm not knocking what they could do or knocking what they could do. That's why I just don't want to see them. I just don't want to see nothing they doing. I don't want to see nothing. I'm just in my lane, focus on what I'm bringing, and I see all them on Sunday.
It's an inspiring story for people who know your background with what you did. You have many interviews out there. People can watch that one from before. You kind of came back in 2022 with a bang. And with this thing happening, and now you're here in this week, especially knowing now with your mother. Charles, we wish you a very, very good luck. We are proud of you, what you've done the last years, and all your fans. We can't wait to see you, because maybe not everyone knew that you were even gonna be able to make it, but you're here now in your crazy conditioning. Good luck, Charles.
I appreciate you, my man. I'm excited. It's a big week for me, man. You know what I mean? And like I said, I always feel like my mom gave her life to give me life. You know what I mean? If my mom was here living, I wouldn't be doing nothing what I'm doing right now. I know I'd be living the crazy wild life that I've been living. So she gave her life to give me life. So that's why I had to choose to live life differently. And that's why I go so hard in everything I do. And that's why I didn't sit down for the rest of the year. And I was like, you know what I mean? I'm going to put myself out there, and I'm going to get ready and do this Legions. And it ended up being on this week, a big, heavy week for me. And I wouldn't want it any other way. You know what I mean? I'm built for this shit. So I'm excited.
Good luck. Stay safe and healthy. And we'll be watching the stream this weekend.
Thank you, brother. Bye-bye.
Welcome, everyone. I have a special guest, Chris Mintz. I'm sorry. Almost. And I got to tell you, Chris, back in the day when I saw you on different YouTube channels, you came through, I think it was Lou Ferrigno as the new star promoter. I could instantly see you had the eye of the tiger. And since then, tremendous growth of your brand. It's all over the world, actually, also in Russia, I believe, correct?
Yeah, we did some shows in Russia, and now since the conflict began, we're in Kazakhstan, and we have 2 shows there with the Pro Qualifier, bringing the IFBB Pro League there for the first time this year as well.
You are a bodybuilder yourself, meaning you know what the athletes want experience on stage, and you're bringing first class level experience, and that's probably why the Legion has become so popular. Talk about this weekend. Talk to us about the Legion Sports Festival.
Well, man, the Legion, just the name of the Legion alone, it's about all of us. It's a group of us all working together and to create something bigger. And that's really what's happened here. So many athletes have come together. I've called them out. I said, please help. Let's get involved. Let's put out the notice that you're competing early so we can talk about it. And now as a result, we've seen all these stories come into this very entertaining, very engaging event. Also, some athletes have helped bring in big sponsors. And that's why our men's physique cash purse is $32,500 this year, the second biggest in the world.
Wow.
And getting some big names. And yeah, man, it does come down to, my days on the stage as a bodybuilder. I know what they go through, and I personally just felt like they didn't get the respect they deserved. The work they put in wasn't being recognized, and I know what it's like. I've lived through it. I still live that life. I don't compete on stage anymore, but you look at my Instagram, I'm still training. I'm still in the gym. I'm still in the trenches, and I don't ever want to lose touch with that life.
We have a crazy, crazy open show. We have the last Olympia qualification in the world, in America this week. It's actually, I think it is the last, because there's one in Europe on Saturday. This is on Sunday for the open men. It's crazy stack. We also have Logan Franklin versus Terrence and others, of course, in Classic. But the open show is stacked. Talk to us a little bit for people who want to go to the event, who's close by. What can they experience this weekend? Because there's a big festival, correct?
You know, that's the thing about this event. It's more than just a bodybuilding show, but the bodybuilding show is one of 12 sports. We have, you know, powerlifting, pro strongman, arm wrestling, armored combat. Do you know what armored combat is?
Yeah, I know what it is. Yeah, you have that.
For those who don't, they dress up in armor and they beat the crap out of each other. One guy one year lost a finger. I mean, it's pretty serious. For the first time ever in the state of Nevada, we full contact Muay Thai. You know, that's been getting 2,000-3,000 people alone. So we're going to see a jam-packed event, you know, about 100 vendors, just getting bigger and bigger each year. So it's going to be fun no matter what you're into, whether it's bodybuilding, powerlifting. If you've got a mindset that you want to get into fitness, this is it.
Most of the viewers on this channel are into the freaks. What day is the pro show for the open men? It's Sunday, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. That's Sunday all day long.
And what's very, very important for us that you have proven before, the stream for us who can't go there. That's like, we had some problems in the world of bodybuilding with bad streams, but what have you planned for us for the stream this year?
Well, you know, we were, everybody started live streaming during COVID. We started live streaming in 2012. So we worked out all these kinks well before COVID. We have an app, Center Podium TV, and this was just necessary to have a first-class experience. The app itself is like Netflix of bodybuilding. Not only do you live stream our shows or other people's shows, there's at least 1,000 videos on there of everything you could possibly want to know. The original series, posing, entertainment, you name it, it's on there, past shows. So the app makes it so that it's a really clean experience to purchase it and then watch it. And of course, you know, we've dialed in the whole thing with all the proper cameras and all the angles and just again being a bodybuilder, we know what angle to look at. Man, I've watched some pretty high level streams where they're about to hit their pose and then the angle changes. You're like, bro. And it keeps happening over and over. Somebody go talk to them, let them hit their shot, then move the angle, or just leave it, you know?
So for the people who doesn't have the experience, what's the easiest way to watch the show and where can we go?
Just go to tv.centerpodium.com. You'll be there, any version of Legion Sports Fest live stream, but tv.centerpodium.com is the spot. There are, of course, pirates out there, so don't support those guys, report those guys, because what we do is we're trying to enhance our show. You know, there's two things with the pirates. They'll steal your credit cards. But this money is so much of it's going back to the show. It goes back to the athletes. And that's been my mantra from the beginning is let's grow this sport. Let's support the athletes. Let's give them a chance at a real career. And the live stream is really helping us to do that.
How much does it cost for both days? And if you just want to see the open bodybuilding Sunday?
So both days is $39. If you want to see both days, I'm sorry. If you want to see one day, it's $29. If you want both days, it's $39.
Well, that's for this type of quality, the same quality as last year, correct?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wow, that's fantastic. Before we
I guess I should charge more next time, huh?
No, hey, stop it now. Stop it. Before we go, Chris, you're a fan of bodybuilding. Give me your top 3 for the Olympia.
Oh, top 3, the Olympia.
Top 3, because that's harder than top 5. Top 3.
That's harder. I have to admit, I've been paying a lot of attention to my show and not as much to the Legion.
Okay.
But I'm a big fan of Brandon. I think his physique's amazing. I think he's got a real chance at this from what I've been seeing this year. He actually won our show when it was when the Frigno Legacy back in the day. I think Derek's bringing quite a package. It's looking good. Every time I see another picture of Nick, he's looking amazing. But you just had some guys qualify. I don't know, Nate DeAsha, and Regan. Well, they qualified late. I've loved both of their physiques. Regan got second to the Legion. Nate actually won the Frigno Legacy a few years ago. Yes. Both fantastic physiques. I think if they bring it right, they could really they'll get into that top 10. I think this time. I know Regan didn't crack that top 10 last time, but I think he's got a real chance this year. Both of them are looking phenomenal, and I know. We'll see. We'll see. You know what it is. It's who shows up and how they show up. You know, a great physique on Instagram doesn't necessarily mean it's a great physique on the Olympia stage.
That was one crazy show. I remember Clarida and Sergio and Regan, Legion 2021.
21, yeah. I gotta say that was my most favorite moment in bodybuilding. You know, it was so crazy to see Sergio and Regan and 180-pound Sean out there just fighting, and and there's of course controversy. There's no way he could do that. And it actually, since then, whenever I do a seminar, I actually posted on Instagram once. I photoshopped Clarita so that he's the same height as Regan.
Okay.
And when you see it like that, you're like, lights out. Dude looks like Ronnie Coleman. He's just a scaled down version of Ronnie Coleman. But when you see it like that, the shape and the proportions, that's what it is. The proportions are insane on his frame.
We hope to see some similar moments this year with Justin, with Griffen, with the return of, was it John Jewett making his open pro debut, Eric Wood, William, the Brazilian Jay Cutler, William Martins, Ken, what is it? Kenny Smalls? No, what's his name?
I got Ken Jackson in.
Ken Jackson in.
Looking at my list over here.
We got a stack class, and we got tons of classic. Can Logan make the Olympia? Or will Terrence go 2 for 2? And obviously many other. It's never just 2 men or the predicted. It's always.
No, and like Chiron was going to do his pro debut in Classic. He's changed his mind. He's going back to men's physique. So this is going to be Chiron, Andre Ferguson, Aaron Banks. Yep. Yeah. Whoa. So they're going to be fighting for that 32 grand. Again, that cash purse bigger than Arnold. So I understand why what's that?
How much is first prize men's physique again, you said?
20 grand men's physique first prize.
First prize.
First prize. And that's, bodybuilding first prize 10. So yeah, that's what the big boys are stepping in for this one. Yeah.
So the $10,000 for the men open?
Yeah.
And the men's physique is 20.
Yes.
How's that possible?
Because we've had sponsors who came in specifically wanting those divisions. Some people have asked, and so it was Alpha Elite. Christian Guzman came in and said, I want to put some money behind this. We had the same thing happen with Bikini. Bikini's 8,500 from Global Formulas. They came and said, I want to support Bikini. So actually, some people have asked, why didn't you spread it around a little more? And it's because sponsors specifically wanted those divisions. That's something I'm willing to do. And it's a total pass through. Like, you want to support the athletes, you want to support this division, boom, all that money's going straight there.
I think I have to go for my men's physique pro card next year. It's time to get it.
You can see why Chiron decided to stick around after winning 4 legions, maybe still 1 more year in men's physique.
Thank you very much for your time. We'll be watching the stream, and I'm looking forward to be there in person next year. And good luck with this weekend.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you having me on.